Beneath the waves lies a secret world where ancient temples rest in silent defiance of time. These submerged structures, hidden for thousands of years, hold stories that challenge everything we thought we knew about human history. Picture colossal stone pillars draped in seaweed, intricate carvings obscured by layers of marine life, and entire cities swallowed by the ocean's embrace. What led these grand monuments to end up beneath the sea? Could they be remnants of civilizations lost to time, their existence erased from the maps of history? Today, we dive into the mystery of underwater temples, unraveling the theories, exploring the evidence, and uncovering the truth behind these sunken wonders. Join us on this journey as we piece together the puzzle of humanity's forgotten past. Off the coast of Japan's Yonaguni Island lies a structure that has sparked fierce debate among scientists and historians alike, the Yonaguni Monument. Discovered by divers in the mid-80s, this sprawling underwater site features massive, terraced stone slabs that rise dramatically from the ocean floor. Its sheer size and geometric precision have earned it the nickname Japanese Atlantis, fueling speculation about its origins. Some see it as a masterpiece of ancient engineering, while others argue it's simply a natural geological formation shaped by the forces of time and tide. Geologists point to the area's unique sandstone, which tends to fracture along straight lines, creating the monument's striking flat surfaces and sharp angles. They claim the structure's appearance can be explained entirely by natural processes, such as erosion and tectonic activity. On the other hand, archaeologists highlight features like what appear to be carved steps, symmetrical platforms, and even what could be interpreted as a humanoid face etched into the stone. These details, they argue, suggest deliberate human craftsmanship. Adding to the mystery, the site's location, submerged for thousands of years, raises questions about when and how such a structure could have been built. Could it be evidence of an advanced civilization that predates our current understanding of human history? Or is it simply a stunning example of nature's artistry playing tricks on our imaginations? The debate remains unresolved, making Yonaguni one of the most captivating underwater enigmas in the world. As we ponder the origins of this underwater marvel, it's worth considering what other hidden structures might be lying on the ocean floor, waiting to challenge our understanding of the past. Could Yonaguni be just the tip of the iceberg, hinting at a lost chapter of human history? Traveling from the enigmatic Yonaguni Monument, we now turn our gaze to the western coast of India, where the legendary city of Dwarka lies submerged beneath the Arabian Sea. According to ancient Hindu texts, Dwarka was the opulent kingdom of Lord Krishna, described as a city of unparalleled beauty and splendor. These texts claim it was built on reclaimed land from the ocean, only to be reclaimed by the sea after Krishna's departure from Earth. For centuries, Dwarka was thought to be a myth, a tale woven into the fabric of Hindu mythology. But what if this legendary city was more than just a story? In the late 20th century, archaeologists began uncovering evidence that brought Dwarka's legend to life. Underwater excavations revealed remnants of a vast ancient settlement, including stone structures, pottery fragments, and stone anchors used by ships. These findings suggest a thriving port city that once bustled with trade and activity. Carbon dating of the artifacts places the city's existence around 3,500 years ago, aligning remarkably with the timeline described in the ancient text. The discovery of Dwarka has ignited a fascinating dialogue between myth and history. Could the city's submersion be linked to rising sea levels or a catastrophic event, such as a tsunami? And if so, how many other mythological cities might also lie hidden beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered? Dwarka serves as a powerful reminder that ancient stories often hold kernels of truth, waiting for the right moment to be unearthed. As we marvel at the findings from Dwarka, it's impossible not to wonder what other submerged secrets the ocean might be guarding. Could there be more cities like this, their stories preserved in the depths, just waiting to rewrite our understanding of the past? Shifting our focus to the crystal-clear waters of the Bahamas, we encounter another underwater enigma, the Bimini Road. Discovered in the late 1960s, this formation consists of massive, rectangular limestone blocks arranged in a strikingly straight line, resembling a paved road or pathway. Stretching over half a mile along the ocean floor, its geometric precision has led many to speculate about its origins. Could it be a remnant of the legendary lost city of Atlantis? Mainstream scientists argue that the Bimini Road is a natural formation, created by the cracking and erosion of limestone bedrock over thousands of years. They point to similar rock formations found elsewhere in the world, which exhibit the same straight lines and angles without human intervention. Geologists suggest that the blocks may have formed through a process called beach-rock fragmentation, where layers of sediment and rock break apart under natural forces. On the other hand, alternative historians and enthusiasts see something far more extraordinary. They highlight the block's uniform size and alignment, which they believe are too precise to be accidental. Some even suggest that the formation could be evidence of advanced ancient engineering, perhaps part of a larger, now submerged complex. Adding to the intrigue, artifacts like pottery shards and stone tools have been found nearby, hinting at human activity in the area. The debate over the Baimini Road remains as murky as the waters surrounding it. Could it be a natural wonder or a testament to a lost civilization? The answer may lie in further exploration and study, as new technologies allow us to dive deeper into these mysteries than ever before. As we ponder the Bimini Road's origins, it's impossible not to imagine what other ancient structures might be hidden beneath the waves. Could this underwater pathway be just one piece of a much larger puzzle waiting to be uncovered? In the waters of the Gulf of Khambhat, off the western coast of India, a discovery has emerged that could rewrite the timeline of human civilization. In 2001, marine archaeologists exploring the seabed stumbled upon what appeared to be the ruins of an ancient city. Sonar images revealed structures resembling walls, staircases, and even a large grid-like layout that suggested a planned urban settlement. But what truly captured the world's attention were the artifacts recovered from the site: pottery shards, stone tools, and even human remains. Radiocarbon dating of these objects placed them at an astonishing 9,000 years old, predating the Indus Valley civilization by several millennia. This discovery has sparked both excitement and controversy. If the findings are accurate, it would mean that a sophisticated society existed far earlier than anyone had imagined. Proponents argue that the Gulf of Khambhat could be the cradle of one of the world's oldest civilizations, possibly even older than Mesopotamia or ancient Egypt. They point to the advanced planning evident in the city's layout and the sheer age of the artifacts as proof of a lost chapter in human history. However, the scientific community remains divided. Skeptics question the methods used to date the artifacts, noting that the Gulf's strong currents and sediment movements could have displaced objects, making it difficult to determine their true age or context. Additionally, some argue that the sonar images could be misinterpreted, with natural formations being mistaken for man-made structures. The challenges of underwater archaeology in this region, including the murky waters and intense pressure, make it difficult to gather definitive evidence. Despite the skepticism, the Gulf of Khambhat discovery raises a tantalizing possibility. Could this be the oldest civilization ever discovered? If so, what does it tell us about the origins of human society? The search for answers continues as researchers work to uncover more clues buried beneath the waves. This site reminds us that the ocean holds secrets far older than we can imagine, waiting for the right moment to surface. Could the Gulf of Khambhat be just the beginning of a series of discoveries that reshape our understanding of human history? Only time and further exploration will tell. Along the southeastern coast of India, near the town of Mahabalipuram, lies a cluster of submerged temples that seem to float like ghosts beneath the waves. Known locally as part of the legendary Seven Pagodas, these structures are believed to have once been part of a grand coastal complex, revered for their architectural brilliance and spiritual significance. The temples, carved from solid rock, feature intricate carvings of deities, mythical creatures, and scenes from ancient Tamil folklore, a testament to the artistry and devotion of their creators. The story of these temples is steeped in legend. Local lore speaks of 7 magnificent pagodas that stood along the shore, only 6 of which were visible to the human eye. The 7th, it was said, was a temple of such splendor that the gods themselves hid it beneath the sea to protect it from destruction. For centuries, this tale was dismissed as mere myth until nature itself revealed the truth. In December 2004, a devastating tsunami struck the Indian Ocean, its powerful waves scouring the ocean floor off Mahabalipuram's coast. As the waters receded, they unveiled the remains of ancient temples, their stone walls and sculptures emerging from the depths. This discovery not only confirmed the existence of the submerged 7th pagoda, but also hinted at the possibility of additional structures yet to be uncovered. Archaeologists believe these temples were submerged centuries ago, likely due to rising sea levels or catastrophic natural events. Their rediscovery during the tsunami serves as a poignant reminder of nature's dual power to both destroy and reveal. The temples of Mahabalipuram offer a fascinating glimpse into the rich cultural heritage of ancient Tamil civilization, showcasing their architectural ingenuity and deep spiritual connection to the sea. At the same time, they stand as a stark symbol of the fragility of human achievement in the face of nature's immense force. As we marvel at these underwater wonders, it's worth considering what other ancient treasures might lie hidden beneath the ocean's surface, waiting for the right moment to resurface and share their stories with the world. One of the most compelling questions surrounding underwater temples and cities is how they ended up beneath the waves. Over the years, researchers have proposed several theories, each supported by varying degrees of evidence. Let's explore the leading explanations behind these submerged wonders and what they reveal about our planet's dynamic history. First and foremost, rising sea levels stand out as a primary culprit. During the last ice age, much of the Earth's water was trapped in glaciers, causing sea levels to be significantly lower than they are today. As the planet warmed and the ice began to melt, oceans rose, gradually swallowing coastal settlements. This process, known as post-glacial sea level rise, is a well-documented phenomenon, with scientific evidence showing that global sea levels have risen by over 100 meters since the end of the Ice Age. It's entirely plausible that many ancient cities built along once stable coastlines were slowly consumed by the encroaching tides. Another significant factor is tectonic activity. Earthquakes, which are common in regions like the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ring of Fire, can cause sudden subsidence sinking land that plunges entire cities beneath the sea. For example, the temples of Mahabalipuram may have been submerged due to seismic shifts that altered the coastline. Similarly, tsunamis, often triggered by underwater earthquakes, can devastate coastal settlements in a matter of minutes, leaving behind ruins that eventually settle on the ocean floor. The rediscovery of structures like the Gulf of Khambhat site during a tsunami highlights the destructive power of these natural events. Beyond these natural causes, some researchers propose more dramatic theories, such as ancient cataclysms or rapid environmental changes. Stories of great floods appear in myths and legends across cultures, from the biblical tale of Noah's Ark to the Mesopotamian epic of Gilgamesh. Could these stories be rooted in real events, such as massive tsunamis or sudden climate shifts? While these theories are harder to prove, they offer a fascinating lens through which to view the loss of ancient civilizations. As we piece together the evidence, it's clear that a combination of factors likely contributed to the submersion of these sites. Whether through gradual sea level rise, sudden tectonic shifts, or catastrophic events, the forces of nature have played a significant role in shaping the fate of these ancient wonders. These events didn't just erase cities from the map, they also shaped the development of human civilizations. The loss of coastal settlements may have forced surviving populations to migrate inland, influencing cultural and societal evolution. As we uncover more about these submerged sites, we gain a deeper understanding of how our ancestors adapted to a changing world and how their stories continue to echo through time. But what does the future hold for these underwater treasures, and what other secrets might they reveal about our shared past? The sheer scale and precision of these underwater structures raise a tantalizing question. How did ancient civilizations, with their supposedly primitive tools, manage to build such monumental works? Could it be that they possessed engineering techniques far more advanced than we've given them credit for? Take, for example, the colossal stones of Yonaguni or the intricate carvings of Mahabalipuram. These feats of engineering would be challenging even with modern technology, let alone the rudimentary tools traditionally attributed to ancient societies. Historians and archaeologists have long debated how ancient builders moved and shaped massive stones. Some theories suggest the use of ramps, levers, and pulleys, technologies that, while simple in principle, required immense ingenuity to execute on such a grand scale. Others point to evidence of advanced metallurgy, with tools made from bronze or even iron, allowing for greater precision in stonework. But what if these civilizations had access to knowledge or techniques that have since been lost to time? Modern experiments have shed some light on these mysteries. For instance, researchers have successfully replicated the movement of large stones using techniques described in ancient texts, such as rolling them on wooden logs or floating them on rafts. These experiments demonstrate that with careful planning and coordination, even seemingly impossible feats were achievable. However, the underwater aspect adds another layer of complexity. How did ancient builders account for water pressure, erosion, and the challenges of working beneath the waves? Some theorists speculate that these civilizations may have had a deeper understanding of physics and architecture than we realize. The precise alignment and structural integrity of sites like the Bimini Road or the Gulf of Khambhat suggest that their creators were not only skilled engineers, but also proficient in designing structures to endure the harsh marine environment. Could they have developed techniques specifically for underwater construction, or perhaps even used diving equipment of some kind? Historical accounts also offer intriguing clues. Ancient texts from various cultures describe advanced technologies, from flying machines to devices that could harness natural energy. While these stories are often dismissed as myth, they hint at the possibility that ancient societies achieved technological heights that we are only now beginning to appreciate. The idea that ancient civilizations were more advanced than we realize challenges our conventional understanding of history. It invites us to reconsider the capabilities of our ancestors and the true extent of their knowledge. Could these underwater temples and cities be evidence of a forgotten chapter in human innovation, one that rivals or even surpasses our own? As we continue to explore these submerged wonders, we may uncover not just the secrets of the past, but also inspiration for the future. What lessons can we learn from these ancient builders, and how might their achievements reshape our view of human potential? The answers lie beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered. Throughout history, myths and legends have served as vessels for truth, carrying stories of sunken cities and temples across generations. These tales, often dismissed as mere fiction, have proven to be more than just imaginative narratives. They are echoes of real events preserved in the collective memory of humanity. Take, for instance, Plato's account of Atlantis. Written over 2,000 years ago, his dialogues describe a powerful island nation that vanished beneath the waves in a single day and night. While many have debated whether Atlantis was a real place or a philosophical allegory, its story has inspired countless explorers to search for evidence of a lost civilization. Similarly, the Mahabharata, an ancient Indian epic, recounts the tale of Dwarka, the dazzling city of Lord Krishna, which was said to have been swallowed by the sea. For centuries, this was considered a legend until underwater discoveries revealed remnants of an ancient city that matched the descriptions in the text. These stories are more than just historical curiosities. They hold deep cultural significance. Myths like these often served as cautionary tales, warning of the consequences of hubris or environmental neglect. They also reflect the universal human fear of natural disasters, such as floods and earthquakes, which could obliterate entire communities in an instant. By analyzing these legends alongside modern archaeological findings, we gain a richer understanding of how our ancestors interpreted and recorded catastrophic events. But the connection between myth and reality doesn't end with Atlantis or Dwarka. Across the globe, similar stories abound. In the Pacific, the indigenous people of Fiji speak of a sunken city named Bura II, while Native American tribes recount tales of great floods that reshaped the land. Could these stories also be rooted in real geological events, such as rising sea levels or volcanic eruptions? The possibility invites us to look at mythology with fresh eyes, not as mere fantasy, but as a form of ancient historical record. This interplay between legend and discovery challenges us to reconsider how we approach history. What other tales passed down through generations might contain hidden truths? Could the answers lie in the stories we've yet to fully explore? As we continue to uncover the secrets of the past, these ancient narratives remind us that the line between myth and reality is often thinner than we think. The next time you hear an old legend, it's worth asking, could this tale be more than just a story? Might it be a clue to a forgotten world waiting to be rediscovered beneath the waves? Exploring underwater temples is no small feat. The very environment that preserves these ancient marvels poses some of the greatest challenges to uncovering their secrets. First and foremost, the ocean itself is a formidable adversary. Deep sea diving requires specialized equipment, from advanced scuba gear to submersibles capable of withstanding immense water pressure. Even then, visibility can be limited, with murky waters obscuring the intricate details of submerged ruins. Add to that the unpredictability of currents, and you have a setting that demands both skill and caution from even the most experienced archaeologists. Then there's the relentless impact of time and nature. Erosion from saltwater, the growth of coral, and the colonization of marine life all take their toll on these structures. What might have once been a pristine temple becomes a fragile ecosystem, requiring delicate handling to avoid causing further damage. The process of excavation must balance the need to uncover history with the responsibility to protect the environment these ruins have become part of. Despite these hurdles, technology has revolutionized the field of underwater archaeology. Sonar imaging, for example, allows researchers to map the ocean floor with incredible precision, revealing hidden structures without disturbing the seabed. Remote-operated vehicles, or ROV, equipped with cameras and robotic arms, can explore depths that are too dangerous for human divers. Laser scanning and 3D modeling have opened up new possibilities for reconstructing sunken sites in stunning detail, offering a virtual window into the past. Successful projects around the world showcase the potential of these tools. The mapping of the sunken city of Thonis Heracleion in Egypt, once a bustling port, has unveiled treasures ranging from colossal statues to everyday artifacts, painting a vivid picture of life in the ancient world. Similarly, the work at Pavloptri, the oldest submerged city in the Mediterranean, has provided invaluable insights into early urban planning. These discoveries not only enrich our understanding of history, but also highlight the importance of preserving these underwater time capsules for future generations. As we look to the future, the possibilities for underwater exploration are boundless. Advances in robotics, artificial intelligence, and even virtual reality promise to push the boundaries of what we can achieve. Imagine being able to walk through a submerged temple from the comfort of your home, or using AI to piece together fragmented artifacts with unprecedented accuracy. The ocean, once a barrier, is becoming a gateway to uncovering humanity's hidden past. What other treasures lie beneath the waves, waiting for the right combination of curiosity and innovation to bring them to light? The journey to answer that question is just beginning. From the coral-encrusted ruins of Yonaguni in Japan to the submerged temples of Mahabalipuram in India, from the enigmatic Baimini Road in the Bahamas to the ancient city of Pavloptri in Greece, underwater temples and structures are scattered across the globe like pieces of a cosmic jigsaw puzzle. These sites are not confined to one region, they span continents, cultures, and millennia, each telling a unique story yet hinting at shared human themes. In Asia, the Yonaguni Monument and Mahabalipuram temples showcase intricate stonework and spiritual significance, reflecting the region's deep connection to the sea and its role in both livelihood and mythology. Moving westward, the Mediterranean offers its own treasures, such as the sunken city of Thonis Heracleion, a once thriving port that served as a gateway between ancient Egypt and Greece. Across the Atlantic, the Bimini Road stirs imaginations with its geometric precision, while the underwater ruins of Mesoamerica, like those off the coast of Cuba, hint at civilizations that may have flourished before recorded history. Despite their geographical diversity, these sites share surprising similarities. Many feature massive stone structures, often aligned with celestial events or designed to withstand the elements. Their locations along coastlines suggest a universal recognition of water as both a life-giving force and a pathway to trade, exploration, and cultural exchange. At the same time, their differences reveal the unique identities of the societies that built them, whether it's the intricate carvings of Hindu deities in Mahabalipuram or the geometric simplicity of the Bimini Road. Could these underwater temples point to interconnected ancient civilizations? Some researchers argue that shared architectural styles and themes across distant regions suggest early forms of cultural exchange facilitated by maritime trade routes. Others see them as independent expressions of humanity's shared fascination with water and the divine, a universal recognition of the ocean's power and mystery. This global distribution of underwater wonders invites us to consider our ancestors' relationship with water. For them, the sea was not just a boundary but a bridge, a source of life, and a connection to the divine. These submerged temples remind us that, across time and space, humanity has looked to the waters for inspiration, sustenance, and answers to the deepest questions of existence. What other stories might these underwater sites hold, and how do they shape our understanding of the ancient world? The journey to uncover these secrets is far from over. One dive at a time, we're piecing together a history that's as vast and interconnected as the oceans themselves. Beneath the waves, coral reefs have become both guardians and gatekeepers of underwater temples. Over centuries, these vibrant ecosystems have grown around ancient structures, preserving them from erosion while simultaneously obscuring their intricate details. Coral acts as a natural shield, protecting stone carvings and walls from the relentless forces of the ocean. Yet, this same growth also conceals the very features that make these sites so fascinating, wrapping them in a living, breathing cloak that challenges researchers to uncover their secrets. Take, for example, the underwater temples of Mahabalipuram. Here, coral has transformed the stone surfaces into a labyrinth of textures and colors. While this growth has safeguarded the carvings from further decay, it has also made it difficult for archaeologists to study the site's original artistry. Similarly, the Yonaguni Monument in Japan is partially encrusted with coral, creating a striking yet enigmatic appearance that fuels debate about its origins. Is it a man-made structure or a natural formation? The coral adds another layer of mystery to the question. The relationship between coral and these underwater sites raises important ethical considerations. Excavating or cleaning these structures to reveal their original forms can disrupt delicate marine ecosystems, potentially harming the coral and the countless species that depend on it. On the other hand, leaving the coral untouched means that much of the temple's history remains hidden. It's a delicate balance between preservation and exploration, one that requires careful planning and respect for both cultural heritage and the environment. Despite these challenges, coral growth also offers unexpected insights. The way coral spreads across structures can reveal patterns of water flow, erosion, and even the age of the ruins. In some cases, coral has acted as a time capsule, capturing fragments of pottery or tools within its layers, providing clues about the people who once inhabited these sites. As we peer beneath the coral-covered surfaces of these temples, one question lingers: what secrets lie hidden within their depths? Could there be inscriptions, artifacts, or even entire chambers waiting to be discovered? The interplay between coral and these ancient structures reminds us that the ocean is not just a keeper of secrets, it's a dynamic, living archive, one that requires both curiosity and care to unlock its mysteries. What other stories might these coral-encrusted temples hold, and how can we responsibly uncover them without disturbing the delicate balance of the underwater world? The answers may lie in the careful fusion of technology, archaeology, and environmental stewardship, ensuring that these wonders endure for generations to come. Climate change is reshaping our world in profound ways, and the oceans are no exception. As global temperatures rise and polar ice caps melt, sea levels are climbing at an unprecedented rate. While this poses significant challenges for coastal communities, it also has an unexpected side effect: the uncovering of long-lost underwater sites. Rising waters are eroding coastlines, exposing submerged structures that have been hidden for millennia. In some cases, this has led to remarkable discoveries, offering glimpses of ancient civilizations that might have otherwise remained buried forever. One striking example comes from Wales, where a prehistoric forest emerged from the sands due to shifting tides and rising sea levels. The stumps of ancient trees, preserved for thousands of years, now lie exposed along the shoreline, a haunting reminder of a landscape lost to time. Similarly, in the Baltic Sea, researchers have identified submerged settlements dating back to the Stone Age, revealing how early humans adapted to changing environmental conditions. But while climate change is unearthing some sites, it's also threatening others. Stronger storms, increased water temperatures, and ocean acidification are accelerating the deterioration of underwater temples and cities. Coral reefs, which protect many of these structures, are particularly vulnerable, with widespread bleaching events weakening their ability to shield the ruins beneath. The very forces that have preserved these sites for centuries are now putting them at risk. This dual impact of climate change has sparked a race against time. Archaeologists and conservationists are working tirelessly to document and preserve these underwater treasures before they vanish. Advanced technologies like 3D mapping and underwater drones are being deployed to create detailed records of these sites, ensuring that their stories are not lost to history. International collaborations are also underway, with governments and organizations pooling resources to protect these fragile remnants of the past. The urgency of this work cannot be overstated. These underwater sites are not just relics of ancient civilizations, they are windows into our shared human heritage. They teach us about the ingenuity, resilience, and creativity of our ancestors, offering lessons that are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. Preserving them is not just about honoring the past, it's about safeguarding a legacy for future generations. As the planet continues to warm, what other secrets might the oceans reveal? Could there be even older or more astonishing sites waiting to be discovered? The answers lie beneath the waves, but they also depend on our ability to act swiftly and responsibly. In the face of climate change, we have a unique opportunity and a profound responsibility to protect these underwater wonders before they slip back into the depths. The search for underwater temples has entered a new era, thanks in large part to the marvels of satellite technology. Gone are the days when explorers relied solely on chance and intuition to locate submerged ruins. Today, satellites orbiting high above the Earth provide an unprecedented bird's-eye view of our planet, revealing hidden patterns and anomalies that hint at ancient secrets lying beneath the waves. One of the most powerful tools in this technological arsenal is sonar imaging. By emitting sound waves that bounce off the ocean floor, sonar creates detailed maps of underwater terrain, highlighting features like sunken structures, shipwrecks, and even entire cities. When combined with satellite data, these maps offer a comprehensive picture of potential archaeological sites, allowing researchers to pinpoint areas of interest with remarkable accuracy. Remote sensing, another satellite-based technique, adds a new dimension to the search. By analyzing variations in water temperature, salinity, and even the reflection of light, satellites can detect subtle clues that might otherwise go unnoticed. For example, changes in the color or texture of the ocean's surface can indicate the presence of submerged ruins, guiding archaeologists to their next big discovery. Some of the most groundbreaking finds in recent years owe their success to satellite technology. The sunken city of Heraklion off the coast of Egypt, once thought to be a legend, was located using satellite imagery that revealed the outlines of ancient streets and buildings beneath the Mediterranean. Similarly, the discovery of a submerged temple complex in Cambodia's Tonle Sap Lake was made possible by combining satellite data with traditional archaeological methods. But this is just the beginning. As satellite technology continues to advance, the possibilities for space-based archaeology are expanding. Future satellites equipped with higher resolution cameras and more sophisticated sensors promise to uncover even more hidden treasures. Imagine a world where entire underwater cities are mapped in real time, their stories brought to life with stunning clarity and detail. What other ancient wonders might satellites reveal as they peer deeper into the ocean's depths? The intersection of space and archaeology is opening up a new frontier of discovery, one that holds the potential to rewrite our understanding of the past and reshape the way we explore the mysteries of the deep. The idea that underwater temples might be remnants of lost civilizations has long captivated the human imagination. Among the most famous of these theories is the story of Atlantis, first recounted by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. According to his dialogues, Atlantis was a powerful island nation that sank beneath the waves in a single day and night due to its inhabitants' greed and hubris. While Plato's account is often dismissed as a moral allegory, the similarities between his descriptions and underwater sites like the Bimini Road or the Gulf of Khambhat have fueled speculation that Atlantis could have been a real place. Another enduring legend is that of Lemuria, a hypothetical lost continent said to have existed in the Indian or Pacific Ocean. Proposed in the 19th century to explain certain geological and biological phenomena, Lemuria was later embraced by spiritualists and alternative historians who believed it was home to an advanced civilization. While modern plate tectonics has largely debunked the idea of a sunken continent, the allure of Lemuria persists, with some linking its story to underwater ruins like those off the coast of Japan or India. Scientifically, these theories are met with skepticism. Most archaeologists argue that the underwater temples and cities we've discovered can be explained by known historical events, such as rising sea levels or tectonic activity, rather than the existence of a single, advanced lost civilization. They point to the diversity of these sites, which span different cultures and time periods, as evidence that they were built independently rather than as part of a global network. Yet, the appeal of these theories remains undiminished. Why do stories like Atlantis and Lemuria continue to resonate with us? Perhaps it's the romantic notion of a golden age, a time when humanity achieved greatness before succumbing to its own flaws. Or maybe it's the mystery, the idea that there are still secrets waiting to be uncovered, hidden beneath the waves. These legends have permeated popular culture, inspiring books, films, and even entire subcultures dedicated to uncovering the truth. The enduring allure of lost worlds speaks to something deeper within us, a fascination with the unknown and a desire to connect with the past. Whether or not Atlantis or Lemuria ever existed, their stories remind us that the ocean is a vast, untapped repository of history, holding clues to civilizations that may have shaped our world in ways we're only beginning to understand. As we continue to explore these submerged wonders, we're not just uncovering ancient ruins, we're piecing together the fragments of a story that has captivated humanity for centuries. What other lost worlds might lie beneath the waves, just waiting to be discovered? The answers are out there, hidden in the depths, ready to rewrite the narrative of our shared past. Water has always held a profound spiritual significance in human history, transcending geography and culture to become a universal symbol of life, renewal, and the divine. For ancient civilizations, water was more than just a resource. It was a sacred force, intimately connected to the gods, the cosmos, and the mysteries of existence. This deep reverence for water may explain why so many temples were built in or near the sea, their foundations seemingly reaching into the very heart of the spiritual realm. In ancient Egypt, the Nile River was worshipped as a life-giving deity, its annual floods bringing fertility to the land and sustaining the kingdom. Temples were often constructed along its banks, serving as places of worship and as symbolic gateways to the afterlife. Similarly, in Hindu tradition, rivers like the Ganges are considered holy, their waters believed to cleanse the soul of sin and grant salvation. The submerged city of Dwarka, for example, is not just an archaeological marvel, it's a testament to this spiritual connection, embodying the idea of water as a bridge between the mortal world and the divine. The ancient Greeks and Romans also associated water with divinity, dedicating temples to gods of the sea like Poseidon and Neptune. These deities were revered not only for their power over the oceans, but also for their role in shaping human destiny. Rituals and ceremonies often took place at the water's edge, with offerings cast into the waves to appease the gods or seek their favor. The underwater temples of the Mediterranean, such as those off the coast of Greece, may have served as places of worship, their submerged state reflecting the belief that the sea was a sacred realm beyond human reach. In Mesoamerica, water held a dual significance. It was both a source of life and a symbol of the underworld. The Maya built elaborate cenotes, natural sinkholes filled with water, which were seen as portals to the afterlife. These sites were often used for rituals, including offerings and sacrifices, reflecting the belief that water was a conduit to the spiritual realm. Similarly, in ancient China, water was associated with wisdom and immortality, with many temples built near rivers or lakes to harness its spiritual energy. These examples underscore the universal importance of water in shaping human spirituality and architecture. But why did ancient people choose to build temples in the sea? For some, it may have been a way to honor the gods who ruled the waters. For others, it could have been a symbolic act, placing sacred structures in a realm that was both awe-inspiring and untouchable. Perhaps it was a reflection of the belief that water, with its ability to both give and take life, held the key to the mysteries of existence. The spiritual significance of water continues to resonate today, reminding us of the deep connection between humanity and the natural world. As we explore these underwater temples, we're not just uncovering ancient ruins, we're rediscovering a shared heritage that spans cultures, continents, and centuries. What other insights might these sacred sites reveal about our ancestors' relationship with the water that sustained them? The answers, much like the temples themselves, lie beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. Nature's fury has shaped the course of human history in profound and often devastating ways, and tsunamis are among its most formidable expressions. These colossal waves, often triggered by underwater earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, possess the power to obliterate entire cities in moments, leaving behind only fragments of what once thrived. For centuries, tsunamis have not only reshaped coastlines but also erased entire chapters of human achievement, including the ancient temples that now lie submerged beneath the waves. Historical accounts offer sobering glimpses of the destruction wrought by ancient tsunamis. In the Mediterranean, the eruption of Thera around 1600 BC triggered a tsunami that devastated coastal settlements across the Aegean Sea. Some believe this catastrophic event may have inspired the legend of Atlantis, a once great civilization swallowed by the sea. Similarly, in the Indian Ocean, ancient texts describe a flood so immense it engulfed entire cities, a narrative that aligns eerily with the discovery of submerged sites like Dwarka. These stories, passed down through generations, may be more than just myths. They could be the collective memory of real events, preserved in the oral traditions of those who survived. Geological evidence further supports the role of tsunamis in submerging ancient structures. Sediment cores taken from coastal areas often reveal layers of sand and debris deposited by massive waves, interrupting the normal buildup of silt and soil. In Japan, sediment studies near the Yonaguni Monument have uncovered traces of past tsunamis, suggesting that such events could have played a role in its submersion. Similarly, in the Gulf of Khambhat, researchers have found evidence of sudden marine incursions, hinting at the possibility of a tsunami-driven catastrophe. Modern-day examples underscore the destructive potential of tsunamis. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, which claimed over 230,000 lives, also caused extensive damage to coastal structures, from ancient temples to modern buildings. The sheer force of the waves swept away entire communities, leaving behind scars that serve as a stark reminder of nature's power. More recently, the 2011 tsunami in Japan demonstrated how even advanced infrastructure can be overwhelmed by such events, further highlighting the vulnerability of coastal settlements throughout history. The role of tsunamis in submerging ancient temples invites us to reflect on the delicate balance between human achievement and the forces of nature. These cataclysmic events remind us that, despite our ingenuity, we remain at the mercy of the planet's most powerful elements. Yet they also reveal a resilience in the human spirit, a determination to rebuild, to remember, and to honor the past even in the face of overwhelming loss. As we explore these submerged ruins, we're not just uncovering the remnants of ancient civilizations, we're piecing together a story of survival, adaptation, and the enduring impact of nature on human history. What other lessons might these underwater temples hold about our relationship with the natural world? The answers, much like the waves themselves, continue to shape our understanding of the past and our place within it. As we dive deeper into the mysteries of underwater temples, one of the most fascinating aspects lies not in the structures themselves, but in the artifacts found alongside them. These objects, fragments of pottery, intricately carved tools, elaborate sculptures, and even inscriptions offer a window into the daily lives, beliefs, and technologies of the civilizations that built these temples. Each artifact is a piece of a puzzle, helping us reconstruct the world as it once was. Take, for instance, the discoveries at the underwater city of Thonis Heracleion in Egypt. Among the ruins, archaeologists have unearthed everything from everyday items like cooking utensils to grandiose statues of gods and pharaohs. These artifacts reveal a thriving port city, bustling with trade and cultural exchange. The presence of Greek pottery alongside Egyptian sculptures suggests a cosmopolitan society where different cultures coexisted and influenced one another. Similarly, the submerged temples of Mahabalipuram in India have yielded a wealth of artifacts, including intricately carved stone reliefs depicting scenes from Hindu mythology. These carvings not only showcase the artistic skill of the builders, but also provide insights into their spiritual practices. The depiction of deities like Vishnu and Shiva suggests a deep reverence for the divine, while the presence of everyday objects like lamps and coins hints at the daily rituals of the people who worshipped here. One of the most intriguing finds comes from the Gulf of Khambhat, where researchers have recovered stone tools and pottery fragments dating back over 9,000 years. These objects offer tantalizing clues about a civilization that may have predated the Indus Valley, challenging our understanding of human history. The tools, crafted with remarkable precision, suggest a society with advanced knowledge of stoneworking, while the pottery fragments, adorned with intricate patterns, reveal a keen sense of aesthetics. Inscriptions found at these sites add another layer of intrigue. At Dwarka, for example, ancient texts carved into stone pillars describe the city as the kingdom of Lord Krishna, aligning with the legends preserved in Hindu scriptures. Similarly, inscriptions at the Yonaguni Monument in Japan, though still debated, hint at a possible connection to the mythical land of Mu. These writings are more than just historical records. They are echoes of stories passed down through generations, waiting to be deciphered. What do these artifacts tell us about the people who created them? They speak of ingenuity, spirituality, and a deep connection to the world around them. They remind us that these were not just builders of temples, but individuals who lived, worked, and worshipped in ways that resonate across time. Each discovery adds a new thread to the tapestry of human history, weaving together a narrative that is as diverse as the artifacts themselves. As we reflect on these relics of the past, one can't help but wonder, what untold stories do they hold? Behind each pottery shard and every carved stone lies a tale waiting to be uncovered, a glimpse into a world that has long since vanished beneath the waves. The next time we explore these underwater temples, perhaps it's not just the structures we should seek, but the countless artifacts that whisper the secrets of the ages. The future of underwater exploration is brighter than ever, thanks to groundbreaking advancements in technology that are revolutionizing how we discover and study submerged temples. Underwater drones, once the stuff of science fiction, are now indispensable tools for researchers. Equipped with high-resolution cameras and robotic arms, these devices can navigate treacherous depths with precision, capturing images and retrieving artifacts without the risks associated with human divers. For example, the exploration of the Antikythera shipwreck in Greece, where an ancient analog computer was discovered, relied heavily on such drones to meticulously document the site. Another game-changing innovation is 3D mapping, which allows archaeologists to create detailed digital replicas of underwater ruins. Using sonar and laser scanning, researchers can generate accurate models of entire structures, preserving them in a virtual format for study and public access. Projects like the digital reconstruction of the sunken city of Baiae in Italy showcase the potential of this technology, offering a glimpse into the past that was once unimaginable. Virtual reality, or VR, takes this a step further, transforming how we experience these submerged wonders. Imagine donning a VR headset and walking through the halls of an ancient underwater temple, exploring its intricate carvings and towering pillars as if you were there in person. This immersive technology not only brings history to life, but also makes it accessible to people around the world, fostering a deeper appreciation for our shared heritage. Yet, with these advancements come significant challenges. The ethical implications of disturbing underwater sites must be carefully considered. Excavation can disrupt delicate marine ecosystems, and the removal of artifacts raises questions about cultural ownership and preservation. Balancing the need for exploration with the responsibility to protect these sites requires international collaboration and thoughtful planning. Logistical hurdles also persist. Operating in deep-sea environments demands specialized equipment, funding, and expertise. The harsh conditions, extreme pressure, limited visibility, and unpredictable currents make every dive a complex undertaking. Despite these obstacles, the potential rewards are immense. Each discovery has the power to reshape our understanding of history, revealing untold stories of human ingenuity and resilience. As we stand on the brink of this new era of exploration, it's impossible not to wonder, what wonders await us in the uncharted depths? Could there be even older temples, cities, or artifacts waiting to be uncovered? With every technological leap, we move closer to answering these questions, unlocking secrets that have been hidden beneath the waves for millennia. The future of underwater exploration is not just about discovery, it's about connecting with our past in ways that inspire and enlighten us all. The protection and study of underwater temples isn't just the work of archaeologists, it's a global effort that involves governments, non-governmental organizations, and international coalitions. These entities play a crucial role in safeguarding these submerged treasures, ensuring they remain intact for future generations while allowing researchers to uncover their secrets. One of the most significant challenges they face is navigating the complex legal and political landscape surrounding underwater heritage. Who owns these sites, how should they be preserved, and who gets to decide what happens to them? Laws like the UNESCO Convention on the Protection of the Underwater Cultural Heritage provide a framework for these efforts, encouraging cooperation between nations and setting guidelines for responsible exploration. Countries like Egypt and Greece, home to iconic underwater sites such as Thonis Herakleion and Pavloptri, have been at the forefront of these initiatives, working with international teams to document and protect their submerged heritage. Non-governmental organizations also play a vital role. Groups like the Ocean Foundation and the World Monuments Fund provide funding, expertise, and advocacy for underwater archaeology projects. Their work often bridges the gap between scientific research and public awareness, helping to promote the importance of these sites to a global audience. Successful collaborations highlight what's possible when resources and expertise are pooled. For example, the partnership between India's National Institute of Oceanography and the UK's University of Southampton has led to groundbreaking discoveries at Dwarka, combining cutting-edge technology with local knowledge. Similarly, the joint efforts of Japanese and international researchers at Yonaguni have brought new insights into the monument's origins, even as debates about its nature continue. Yet, challenges remain. Balancing exploration with preservation is a delicate task. While uncovering underwater temples can yield invaluable historical insights, it also risks damaging these fragile sites or disrupting the ecosystems that have grown around them. Striking the right balance requires careful planning, transparent communication, and a commitment to ethical practices. One approach gaining traction is the use of non-invasive technologies like 3D mapping and remote sensing, which allow researchers to study sites without disturbing them. Another is the establishment of marine protected areas, which restrict activities that could harm underwater cultural heritage while promoting conservation. As we look to the future, the question remains: how can we continue to explore these underwater wonders while ensuring their preservation for generations to come? The answer lies in collaboration, innovation, and a shared commitment to protecting our global heritage. By working together, we can uncover the secrets of the past without losing them to the tides of time. The discovery of underwater temples has rippled far beyond the realms of archaeology, leaving an indelible mark on art, literature, and popular culture. These submerged marvels, with their air of mystery and grandeur, have captured the imagination of creators and audiences alike, becoming powerful symbols of humanity's enduring curiosity about the unknown. In literature, they've inspired tales of lost civilizations, from Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea to modern novels like Clive Cussler's Atlantis Found. These stories often explore themes of exploration, discovery, and the fragility of human achievement, resonating with readers who are drawn to the idea of hidden worlds waiting to be uncovered. Films and television have also embraced the allure of underwater temples, weaving them into narratives that blend history, myth, and adventure. Blockbusters like Aquaman and Indiana Jones and The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull feature sunken cities as backdrops for epic journeys, their ancient architecture and submerged beauty adding a sense of wonder and danger. Video games, too, have tapped into this fascination with titles like Assassin's Creed, Odyssey, and Subnautica, allowing players to explore underwater ruins, solving puzzles and uncovering secrets as they go. These portrayals not only entertain but also spark curiosity about the real-life mysteries that inspired them. Underwater temples have also taken on symbolic meaning in modern society. They represent the idea that the past is never truly lost, it's merely hidden, waiting for the right moment to resurface. In an age of rapid technological advancement and environmental change, these sites remind us of the impermanence of human endeavors and the power of nature to reclaim what we've built. They've become metaphors for resilience, transformation, and the search for deeper truths, resonating with people who feel a connection to something greater than themselves. This cultural impact speaks to something fundamental about human nature, our fascination with the unknown. Whether it's the depths of the ocean or the mysteries of ancient civilizations, we're drawn to what lies beyond our understanding. Underwater temples, with their blend of history, myth, and natural beauty, embody this desire to explore, to uncover, and to connect with the stories of those who came before us. As we reflect on their influence, it's worth asking, what is it about these submerged wonders that captivates us so deeply? Perhaps it's the promise of discovery, the thrill of uncovering something long forgotten. Or maybe it's the sense of awe they inspire, reminding us of the vastness of the world and the richness of our shared heritage. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: the cultural impact of underwater temples is as profound as the oceans themselves, shaping how we see the past, present, and future. One of the most intriguing aspects of underwater temples lies not just in their visual grandeur, but also in how they interact with sound. Beneath the waves, sound behaves in ways that are strikingly different from its behavior in air. Water is denser, allowing sound waves to travel farther and faster, a phenomenon that ancient builders may have harnessed to create powerful sensory experiences during rituals. Imagine standing in a submerged temple where every chant, drumbeat, or whispered prayer would resonate with an otherworldly intensity, amplifying the spiritual atmosphere. Archaeoacoustics, the study of sound in ancient spaces, has begun to shed light on how these temples might have been designed to manipulate sound. For example, the underwater structures at Yonaguni and Mahabalipuram feature smooth, reflective surfaces that could have enhanced acoustic effects, creating echoes that lingered long after the original sound. Some researchers speculate that these temples were not just places of worship but also carefully crafted soundscapes, where the interplay of architecture and acoustics heightened the emotional impact of ceremonies. Modern experiments have sought to recreate these ancient soundscapes, offering fascinating insights into their potential use. In one study, researchers used underwater speakers to test how sound traveled within submerged ruins. They found that certain frequencies produced a haunting resonance, suggesting that ancient worshippers might have used specific chants or instruments to evoke particular moods or spiritual states. These findings hint at a sophisticated understanding of sound that goes far beyond mere chants. The role of acoustics in ancient rituals is not limited to temples. Inland-based sites like Stonehenge and the Hypogeum of Hal Saflieni in Malta, researchers have documented how sound can alter perception, create a sense of awe, and even induce altered states of consciousness. It's not hard to imagine that underwater temples, with their unique acoustic properties, offered a similarly transformative experience, one that immersed worshippers in a world where sound and spirituality were inextricably linked. But what would it have been like to stand in these ancient spaces, surrounded by the eerie reverberations of sound echoing through water? How did the interplay of architecture, acoustics, and environment shape the spiritual practices of those who gathered here? These questions invite us to consider not just the physical remains of these temples, but also the intangible experiences of the people who built and used them. The study of underwater acoustics opens a fascinating window into the sensory world of ancient civilizations, revealing how they harnessed the natural properties of their environment to create spaces of profound spiritual significance. As we continue to explore these submerged wonders, we're not just uncovering stones and carvings, we're rediscovering the echoes of a world that once was, a world where sound and water intertwined to create something truly extraordinary. The discovery of underwater temples has not only deepened our understanding of ancient civilizations, but also sparked fascinating conversations within modern religious communities. These submerged sites, often tied to ancient myths and legends, resonate with contemporary beliefs, offering a bridge between the spiritual practices of the past and those of today. For instance, the submerged city of Dwarka holds profound significance in Hinduism, where it's believed to be the ancient kingdom of Lord Krishna. For devotees, its discovery has reinforced the historical roots of their faith, transforming a once mythical narrative into a tangible connection to their spiritual heritage. Similarly, the temples of Mahabalipuram, partially submerged off the coast of India, are revered by Hindus as sacred spaces that embody the divine. Pilgrims and scholars alike visit these sites, studying their intricate carvings and inscriptions to better understand the rituals and beliefs of their ancestors. These temples serve not only as places of worship, but also as living reminders of a spiritual legacy that continues to inspire millions. In Buddhism, underwater discoveries have also played a role in shaping modern interpretations of ancient teachings. The submerged stupas and temples found in Southeast Asia, such as those in the Gulf of Thailand, are seen as testaments to the enduring influence of Buddhist architecture and philosophy. Monks and practitioners often meditate on the impermanence these sites represent, viewing their submersion as a powerful metaphor for the transient nature of life, a core tenet of Buddhist thought. Yet, these discoveries have also sparked debates. Some religious scholars argue that the findings challenge traditional interpretations of sacred texts, forcing them to reconcile ancient narratives with archaeological evidence. For example, the submerged city of Thonis Herakleion in Egypt has prompted discussions about the interplay between myth and history, prompting questions about how much of ancient religious stories were based on real events. Modern communities aren't just passive observers, they actively engage with these sites through rituals, pilgrimages, and academic study. In Japan, the Yonaguni Monument has become a focal point for spiritual reflection, with some viewing it as a sacred place linked to the mythical land of Mu. Even in scientific circles, researchers often collaborate with religious leaders to ensure these sites are explored with respect for their cultural and spiritual significance. What can these ancient sites teach us about spirituality today? Perhaps they remind us that faith is not static. It evolves, adapts, and finds new ways to connect with the divine. They challenge us to see the past not as a distant relic but as a living part of our shared human experience. Whether through worship, study, or reflection, these underwater temples continue to inspire, offering timeless lessons about resilience, devotion, and the enduring power of belief. Beneath the vast expanse of our oceans lie countless mysteries, many of which remain untouched by human hands. While we've uncovered astonishing underwater temples and cities, these discoveries represent just a fraction of what lies hidden in the depths. Technological limitations and geographical challenges have left much of the ocean floor unexplored, leaving us to wonder what other ancient wonders might be waiting to reveal their secrets. Take, for instance, the enigmatic structures off the coast of Cuba. In 2001, sonar images revealed what appeared to be geometric formations nearly 2,000 feet below the surface. Some believe these could be remnants of an ancient civilization, while others argue they're natural formations. The depth and location make exploration incredibly difficult, leaving this site shrouded in mystery. Similarly, the underwater ruins in the Baltic Sea, often referred to as the Baltic Sea anomaly, continue to baffle researchers. Its unusual shape and composition have sparked theories ranging from glacial formations to ancient monuments, but without further investigation, its true nature remains unknown. Even in regions that are more accessible, like the Mediterranean, many sites remain poorly understood. The underwater ruins off the coast of Malta, for example, are believed to date back thousands of years, but their exact origins and purpose are still debated. The challenges of underwater archaeology, limited visibility, strong currents, and the delicate preservation of artifacts mean that these sites require time, resources, and innovative approaches to fully uncover their stories. The potential for future discoveries is immense. Imagine underwater cities that could rival the grandeur of Pompeii, or temples whose carvings reveal lost languages and forgotten histories. Each new find has the power to rewrite our understanding of ancient civilizations, offering insights into how they lived, worshipped, and interacted with their environment. Advancements in technology are slowly opening the door to these unexplored sites. Autonomous underwater vehicles, or OV, can reach depths that are impossible for human divers, while AI-powered analysis tools help researchers sift through vast amounts of data to identify promising locations. As these technologies evolve, the pace of discovery is likely to accelerate, bringing us closer to uncovering the secrets of the deep. The ocean, with its vast and uncharted territories, holds endless possibilities. Every unexplored site is a potential window into the past, a chance to connect with civilizations that thrived long before our time. What other wonders might be lying beneath the waves, just waiting for the right moment to emerge? As we look to the future, one thing is certain: the story of our past is far from complete, and the ocean remains its most compelling chapter. As we reach the end of our exploration, the mysteries of underwater temples continue to captivate and intrigue. From the geometric precision of Yonaguni to the spiritual grandeur of Dwarka, these submerged wonders challenge our understanding of history and remind us of the ingenuity and resilience of ancient civilizations. These sites are more than just relics of the past. They're tangible evidence of societies that thrived long before our time, their stories preserved beneath the waves in a silent testament to their legacy. The allure of these underwater temples lies not only in their beauty but in the questions they raise. How did ancient builders achieve such feats of engineering? What role did these sites play in the spiritual and cultural lives of their creators? And perhaps most intriguingly, what other secrets might the ocean still hold? Each discovery adds a piece to the puzzle, yet the picture remains incomplete, inviting us to keep searching, keep questioning, and keep marveling at the world beneath the surface. These submerged wonders also remind us of the fragility of human achievement. Whether lost to rising sea levels, tectonic shifts, or natural disasters, these temples stand as poignant symbols of our impermanence and our enduring desire to leave a mark on the world. They challenge us to reflect on our relationship with nature and the lessons we can learn from the civilizations that came before us. As we wrap up this journey, I encourage you to keep exploring the unknown. Whether it's the mysteries of the deep or the stories hidden in your own backyard, there's always more to discover. What do these underwater temples mean to you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. In the words of oceanographer Sylvia Earle, with every drop of water you drink, every breath you take, you're connected to the sea. No matter where on Earth you live, these submerged treasures remind us of that connection, bridging the gap between past and present, land and sea. If you've enjoyed this dive into history's hidden depths, don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing content. Until next time, keep exploring, keep wondering, and keep uncovering the mysteries of our world.